again, everybody, to African Travel and More. I'm Yolandra, and this is Jeff. So we'd like to welcome you. Happy Sunday. We're so super excited today. We have a wonderful boss lady on with us today, and she's going to share her business expertise, and we're going to show you her business because we had the pleasure of visiting her business when we were in Ghana. But we're going to open up with some music. Yeah. What you
Okay,
gonna
so
do?
I
I'm
don't know. I'm just
excited.
gonna
What
make
you gonna
something
do?
up.
Okay, sounds good. Hey,
Okay,
that
just made that
sounds
up right then.
that's beautiful. That sounds
Steal it.
good.
Take
It's
take it home with you, and
beautiful.
you can have it.
All right. Hey, welcome. I see Hanny is on board. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for returning. We love it when you return and you support us. It feels great. So, like I said, we have on with us today the owner creator of Pink Panda. Okay, and it's I'm gonna let her tell you more about it, but before I bring her on, uh, just want to tell you this is a fabulous business that's in East Legon. It's actually a bakery, okay? And did I need to go to that bakery? Nope, probably not. But did we enjoy what we got from the bakery?
Very nice. I think that
Mm,
we had to
very
go
nice.
because she has a. I don't know how much of the storefront we're going to get, but it's a very nice storefront.
A
And
lot.
I think this interview we're going to have you, those of you who are interested in business and things
Yes.
like that in Africa, I think we're going to get a lot of good valuable information from this young lady,
Hmm.
and you'll be able to see a little bit of what it looked like, but you really have to see it from our point of view. When we first saw it, it was very surprising, very nice,
Right.
very upscale.
Yes. Very, very
Okay,
upscale
so I'm done running my mouth for now. I'll chime in from time to
for
time,
now.
but go ahead.
Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna bring on Afua. Let me click on here. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Aquaba.
Aquaba.
All right. Yes. Okay. So listen, can you tell us, tell everyone, tell us who you are? I've kind of said it, but let's just get right into it. I want to know, were you educated in Ghana or abroad or both? I'm very curious.
My name is Afua. I'm the owner and creator
Yes.
of Pink Panda Bakery, which is a bakery mostly specializing in cakes.
Hmm.
When it comes to my education, I'll say a mix of both. When it
Okay.
comes to my formal education from secondary school through to university through to masters, it was in Ghana. When it
Okay.
comes to everything related to cakes and baking, that was
Mhm.
abroad.
Okay.
So that was funny enough. That's where I actually learned when it comes to culinary skills, the few things that was abroad. And then I sort of
Hmm.
had a mix of management training here and there. So I've been working, or I am working still in the formal sector. So I just get a bit of both worlds where I still get
Hmm.
that exposure whenever I need to go for courses. Yeah.
Okay. So now, when you say abroad, where can you?
London, UK.
London.
So
Okay.
yeah, London, UK.
Okay.
So I was
Mhm.
fortunate enough through school growing up, I was able to go work for myself to earn a bit of money to support.
Mhm.
Things are quite expensive here. So I was
Yes.
fortunate to get the opportunity to get some
Mhm.
good working value as well as
Okay.
make some money to support in every little way I can.
Uh-huh.
So I think that helped. And when I did finish university here, I took a bit of time to stay abroad for a while
Mm-hmm.
and did what I really wanted to do, which was baking. So I come from a
Mm-hmm.
family where both parents are sort of more in were in the education field. My mom was a
Okay.
teacher, my dad was a part-time lecturer. So education was really not
Okay.
an option. It's just
That's
something that
right.
you sort of just fall
Mm-hmm.
through. So trying to do something vocation wise, I needed to also make sure that I get the exposure like I would every formal sector. And the UK gave me that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. And sweetheart, I'm not gonna hog it, but I like when you say that the UK abroad afforded you that opportunity.
How many
Mm.
years did you live in the UK?
Yeah.
Um. Okay. So on and off, I think I was fortunate. I got the exposure quite early. So from the age
Mm-hmm.
of when I was like 10, I was
Okay.
going every summer. But from
Mm.
Okay.
university, I stayed there continuously for 4 years. So it
Okay.
was really that time that I was on a working visa. I was able to do some work and gain some much needed work experience in
Right. Right.
my field.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like I'm going to show a clip of, because it's beautiful. Your stamp is
Thank
all over
you.
it. It is very, very elegant and classy, and it's pink.
It
And
is it is pink,
I
but I
like
hope
that
it's
though.
not ghastly pink.
Uh-huh. It's pink. It's beautiful though. When you go there, it's almost like what we have here in the States, like when people have little tea places, and it's pink, it's very, very feminine. But it's something you could go maybe on a date night, because they have the sweet treats, but they also have proper adult beverage to go along with dessert wines and dessert liqueurs and so forth. So that's how I know. I said, well, where did you go? I said, where did you this idea, even the idea of Pink Panda, okay? But it's very good. It's very unique.
Real quick before
Hmm.
she puts up the video,
Yes.
because you're in the UK, and this series called Panther was
Hmm.
in
No,
from.
Panda.
No, no, I know her
Oh,
business,
Pink.
Hmm.
Okay.
but Pink Panther is very popular here in the United States. But we know it comes from UK.
Yeah.
Was there any relationship there, or you just?
That is actually where the inspiration came from.
Oh, okay,
Ah,
okay.
okay, okay.
So I have a friend who has a daughter who couldn't mention the Pink Panther. So she was always
Okay.
Okay.
saying Pink Panda, Pink Panda. And so
Uh-huh.
I think when it was time for me to choose a name, it just came natural to me. Let me just have a play on those words. So it is
Right.
an inspiration from Pink Panther, actually.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
perfect, perfect.
Yes. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. I see Africa Rain's on board. Welcome, Africa Rain. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so you want me to show the video or
Show the video.
do okay, let's get into that video, because it's beautiful. And then yeah, it is. It's beautiful. So I really want
Thank
everyone to
you.
see what I've been talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on. I'm trying to see. Can we, so we go off now.
Yay.
Hmm. Now I'm wondering, I don't know how to add us to the link, because it should have been maybe a different way. So we'll have to talk about it once we come back on. Can you hear me, Afua? I don't think
I can
it's
hear you loud and clear.
oh, okay, excellent. Um I don't know that we're on, because it's usually muted. It tells us that we're muted. If we're not muted, we can just talk about what we're seeing, because it's beautiful. Who did your design?
I worked with a gentleman called Darren.
Uh-huh.
So I think and as you said, I'm fortunate enough to get exposure. So I've been taking different inspirations from different people. So the
Hmm.
whole aim was to just try and get an upscale place in Accra
Yes.
that is still comfortable, feminine, but
Yeah.
people can still come in and feel they're at home and affordable. So my whole
Right.
aim is to just sort of bring affordable luxury. So I worked with a
Hmm.
gentleman. I showed him a few inspirations, but I wanted to create something unique for me. So you see a cherry blossom tree in Ghana, it can never grow in our tropics,
Yes.
but but it was
You
just nice to add that touch and
uh-huh.
just to make sure that hey, you are sort of in a dreamy world. So yes,
Yes.
it came out in execution. It came out exactly how I wanted it to be. So still we
Yes.
have our trees, so we can get the browns, but we have our pinks and our lush trees and just comfort.
Tropical. When
Tropical.
when I when I saw that cherry blossom tree, it made me think of Washington D.C. on the East
Uh,
Coast. It really did, and I said, "Oh wow!" And I said, "Look at this cherry." That's what attracted me to go inside was that big cherry blossom out
yeah.
front, and I just said, I have to go in here and be nosy and see what's happening." And then I was really happy when I got inside and I saw, "Oh my gosh, it's a bakery." And like I
Yeah, it
said,
is.
did I need to be there? No. Did I need to get the treat that I got? No. But it was really good. It was a Nutella brownie, and then the
Mm-hmm.
other one was a regular brownie. And I'm not going to show myself chowing down eating it at the restaurant next door, which is Mango. You know the what your neighbors
Yeah,
next.
yeah, the
So I had,
restaurant.
so we actually had it next door and just really enjoyed it. But what I wanted to ask you, what hurdles have you overcome establishing your business that you want people to know about?
I think saying overcome is as if it's all finished and done. It's not. I mean, we
Right.
still encounter hurdles every day. But I
Uh-huh.
think the greatest or one of the things that stand out clearly for me as a Ghanaian is the human capital, pretty much. My background is human resources, and I
Mm,
thought starting a business, it was quite easy for me to bring in all that I've learned and put everything in place and just make things
mhm.
work. But then you realize very quickly that the formal sector is very, very different from the skilled market because what we are working in is a different niche. So
Yeah.
when you can, the work ethics are very, very different. So how
Yes.
do you make sure that um, in such an environment, you still keep people motivated, you still, and you have some specific client, not specific, you're for everybody, but for me,
Right.
customer service is key. It's foremost what works for me because
That's
in
right.
my line of business, you get repeat customers through word of mouth. So I
That's
think the
right.
biggest hurdle for me was just trying to let people understand what good customer service is and just
Mm-hmm.
letting people know that when someone buys a cake, they've given you the opportunity to be a part of a big event. So that
Yes.
event shouldn't be taken for granted. And
That's
that
right.
event, irrespective, if someone has 2 CDs to spend today and you treat
Mm-hmm.
them well, when that person has 1,000 CDs, they'll come back to you.
That's
So
right.
that has been something that I constantly try and sort of put in my workers' mind. And the other
Mm-hmm.
thing was also trying to be away from the business. What I mean by away from the business, I find out that a lot of businesses don't survive because the owners or the people who started it have to be doing everything. They have to
Mm-hmm.
be the cashier, they have to be the lead cake
Oh,
maker, they have to be the decorator, they have to be
we know
everything.
about it.
So
Yep.
you get burnt out very, very quickly.
Oh
So
yeah.
how the whole struggle was how do I create a sustainable business that ensures that if I need me time for 2 weeks, my
Right.
clients can still be taken care of. That
Mm-hmm.
came with its own problems because um nobody, you are the visionary, right? So nobody can really execute what you want to be done the way you want it. So sometimes you have clients who are very used to a certain kind of service from you and they don't get it, they get upset. But
Mm-hmm.
what I learned was deal with that upset and just gradually work on your team and eventually it works out for you. So I now
Mm.
have a business that can sort of to an extent survive on its own. If I
Mm-hmm.
need to be away or be at a different event, I know that my clients know that they've gotten a good cake, they've gotten a good product, and I didn't have to
Mm.
work on every single cake that comes out of the bakery. I oversee
Oh,
things,
that's
but
a good
I
thing.
don't have to be burnt out 12 hours in a day. So
That's
that is something that
mhm.
that was the greatest hurdle, and it's still work in progress.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that sounds good though. It sounds
Yeah.
like it's a success because that's just it.
Mm,
Being able to kind of instill, motivate,
mm-hmm.
encourage your workers, employees to have to buy into that vision. Because you're
Yeah.
right. When you make that cake, it goes to the event
Mm-hmm.
and people taste it. Oh, where did you
Mm-hmm.
get this? And
Exactly.
then that increases your business. So when you can get people to buy into that, so you had to tap into say cultural, you know, because that's like a shift because customer service means something a little different in different cultures, right? And
Right.
it's not that it doesn't exist. It's just that you are scaling into a different market. So,
Exactly.
so when you're going, because you're in East Legon, so you're
Mm-hmm.
more international. So that's why I see your business really thriving because you're in what Jeff and I call the international zone, where it
Is
is.
that what you call East Legon?
Yes.
Well, I
Am
mean,
I
more
am I
so.
right?
I
Am,
mean, it
or
has
am I
a mix.
wrong?
No, it has a mix. It has a
Mm-hmm.
mix.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would say
Mm-hmm.
that it's one of the largest areas when it comes to, let's say, middle to upper class. So yes, I
Mm-hmm.
think you are correct in that line.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can put this there
Mm-hmm.
and you will have someone from the US walk in that wants someone from London that walks in, right? Someone
Yeah.
from Spain. You're in the right location. Whereas if this were in another location where it were more local things, it it would be more difficult. It'd be more of an uphill. I remember when we first went to Ghana, I wondered, I said, because to me, Ghanaians are very healthy. They eat fresh fruit, fresh vegetable. I was like, where are the brownies? And then I'm serious. I'm serious.
Are
I
you?
said, where are the desserts? Now, I don't need desserts. So once I got healthy and because after years of traveling, we've been traveling to Ghana since 2010, right? This year, it's the second time when we went to your shop. It was the
Mm.
second time that we've been there. We'd like to come back in December, God willing. And I know where I'm going to go.
And I
And I'm
can't
going to try
wait to
some
see
cake.
you.
I'm going to try some cake this time.
Here, I had a question
Yes.
because I tend to ask more, or I'm curious about like some of the nuts and bolts of
Mm.
doing business in West Africa and Ghana. So
Mm.
far, and some of the people listening, and the people going to listen later, probably
Mm.
interested as well. And some people want to go. They're looking to relocate and that sort of thing. And they're looking to maybe they have maybe a little cottage business, a little small business they're doing here in the United States. They're looking to do that in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, and I know my question may be kind of personal, but you can be kind of evasive. But give me, I'm trying to,
She,
in terms of cost to like lease places, get a building. See, like say an example like what you have. What kind of cost and expenses are involved in setting that up? And you don't have to give me your numbers. You can just give me numbers
I
that
know.
you.
I mean, it all depends on so for instance, it all depends on the type of business. There are some
Mhm.
businesses that thrive very well in the middle to high income class areas. There are some
mhm,
businesses that thrive everywhere, whether low class. So it depends on what the person is selling. Let's say somebody has decided, hey, they want to supply, let's say, whiteboards to secondary schools, for instance, or
Right.
whiteboards to schools in general. Now,
mhm,
schools cut across. So whether it's the middle class, lower class, it's something that irrespective of where so for such a business, you might not need huge startup costs because all you might need is a warehouse to stock your items and then you just need
mhm,
to find the supply. So coming down to sort of my niche or my area where I'm in the fine sort of fine business. I've taken a nice shop. For you need to, I think realistically, you need to probably plan maybe $20,000 to $30,000 in my
Okay.
estimation for
Mm-hmm.
you to be able to be, and that gives you a year's peace of mind because
Yes.
there's rental costs. You've got to do some publicity. You've got
Mm-hmm.
to, you yourself, you have to live in a place. So you've got to rent a house. And
Right.
then electricity depends on the type of business. My business highly relies on electricity. So my
Mm.
electricity cost is like $100 a week. So I
Mm.
spend about $400 a month on electricity. And that is for the shop alone, not my
Okay.
production site. Because remember, the shop is not my
Mhm.
production site. The shop
Mm-hmm.
is just the show front. And then I have
Oh,
a
wow.
whole bakery where I have about 15 staff. And that alone also has its added costs. And then you've
Okay.
got staff salaries that add on. So for you
Mm-hmm.
need not to be frustrated because you have a lot of people coming in thinking once they get the shop, that's it. It takes a
Okay.
Right.
while for business to pick up. That's the
That's
Right.
right.
reality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It doesn't
yes.
pick up from the get go. You need to give yourself about 6 months to a year for you to start realizing the effort you put in. And that is
Mm-hmm.
where, if you've spent all your money, you quickly get burnt out and get demotivated. But hard
Right.
work,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Christian and I believe in hard work and I believe it always pays
Amen.
off. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think for you to be comfortable for a business like mine, a cafe, a restaurant, a small scale
Mm-hmm.
business, if you are
Mm-hmm.
looking to relocate, I would say for you to be comfortable and not frustrated, just at least start with 22,000 or a
Okay.
minimum. And again, you need to look
Good.
at your numbers and look at the type of business you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned in that cost, you mentioned something about the cost for you to live. Are you including in that someone living, like going there and renting a place? Well, let me. I'm saying it wrong. So say if outside of your living expenses, your personal living
Mm-hmm.
expenses, is that the same cost? Are you saying $20,000 for the facility, the building, the employees, and maybe the manufacturing of your product? It's about 20,000 for a year.
20,
Is that
20 to
You said
30,000
20 to
minimum.
okay?
30.
Minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum. Okay.
Minimum.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying minimum again because in Ghana we do not pay rent month on month.
All
You
Correct.
right.
need to do
Oh,
Exactly.
yes.
you need to pay a minimum of 1 year's rent. So if you
Uh-huh.
Right.
were going to run a business, you would probably for safe status pay about 2 years to know you secured a location at least. So
Right.
Right.
depending on what area. And I'm saying minimum again because I'm talking of my area. If you were looking at a
Yes.
different area like airport, residential area, or
That's
cantonments,
war.
you should be looking at double the cost or
Exactly.
something like that. So it all depends on the kind of business you want to go in and again the area. And the figures I've stated is also very different if you chose another area
Hmm.
which had a different kind of income earners in that area as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And like an example is like when we were looking at just like apartments,
Right.
the
Rentals.
prices that we were getting quoted was somewhere between, like, we would break it down. I'm glad that you're speaking in
Right.
dollars because
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do as much math with the
No,
CA.
you don't have to do as much
Right.
math. Don't worry about the math.
But the prices that we saw, like looking at apartments, we saw
And homes. And yeah.
well, not apartments, but actually renting homes.
Homes.
We
Yeah.
saw maybe between the at the lowest we saw maybe 300 a month, and then went all the way up to about $700-800 a month.
Right.
And
Mm.
so is that a similar cost for like commercial buildings for stuff that you're running as a business? Is it like a smaller?
It's actually probably maybe double the cost for commercial
Okay.
business.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for a shop, you'll be looking at anywhere from, it depends on the area. So for the East
Yeah.
Legon
True.
area, shops start from like, let's say $600 upwards. Depends
Okay.
on the size of the shop, depends on the position of the shop. In Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a shop upstairs, it's actually a bit more cheaper than if you rented
Of course.
a low level shop.
Of course.
So
Of
so
course.
all those things come into play. If you have a business where it doesn't, if you have a niche product that you know that
Mm-hmm.
hey, if it's upstairs or irrespective of where it is, people will find you, then you can
Right.
Right.
get away with a high cost or facility. But if
Mm-hmm.
you have a business where you need to compete with others, then obviously location is critical. So you've got to invest
True.
a little bit more into look and feel.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much the
I
same.
have a bunch of questions, but you can
Oh,
go ahead and ask yours.
you can stay on your roll. That's good. I was just
Okay,
going
I'll
to ask
just
a
ask
simple.
one
Yeah.
more. Now, in
Mm.
terms of marketing, because and then I'll let Yolanda start talking. In terms of marketing, like say in the United States, like we have a business and we've
Mhm.
had several, and the marketing we did some advertising like in physical newspapers, which is dying,
Mhm.
which is pretty much
Mhm.
dead now.
Dead. Yeah.
We've done online, we've done like Facebook stuff like
Hmm.
that, and
Hmm.
we've done physical signs like signs around the area. What do you find? Well, first of all, what how do you market, and what do you find the best for businesses like yours?
So when I do my research and when I do my surveys, I do find out that for businesses like mine, is actually word of mouth and referrals that come
Hmm.
Mhm.
highest on the
Oh,
list
perfect. Yes, yes.
in terms of marketing. But I do have an outsourced. I've outsourced all the social media marketing to a company.
Very
I
good.
do not have the millennials are too much for me. I cannot keep up. So I so so so
Oh,
I've
okay.
outsourced. I've outsourced that they have an idea of a sense and feel of
Right.
what attracts
That's
people.
smart.
Yes, and I found out
Hmm.
that that also works as well. So I'd say referrals and word of mouth first, and then
Yes.
Mhm.
social media, mostly Instagram, Facebook second,
Right.
and then
Right.
hard print doesn't really work much for my kind of businesses.
True,
No.
So
true.
yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Tasting works.
Yeah. And I said that was my last questions, but I do have one more.
Tasty.
How
Go.
does I when we're there, we I like to like watch a lot of TV to kind of learn, see what they're doing locally.
Hmm.
So,
Right.
but I do see television advertisements from like local companies.
Mm.
So, is that like too expensive for the average small business, or is that do you
It,
get
it
a
is expensive.
return on your investment? That's the question.
It is it's very very expensive
Okay.
So it's okay.
and the return on investment. I mean, I've had what should I say, I've had collaborations with a lot
Hmm.
of people or a lot of TV stations, and I found out that I do not get sales from the people who watch
Mm,
television. I mean,
mm,
Uh,
so I just found out that referrals do work for me. So again,
right.
it depends on the line of business. There are some business lines that, say if you were selling mosquito spray or insecticide, for instance, I can
Mm,
see
right.
such a thing being so popular if you got the opportunity to be on TV. But for mine that
mm.
relies on taste, it just doesn't make much of a difference. Yes,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
you will get publicity in terms of people um, viewing and being interested or knowing about you, but whether that actually translates to sale is a different thing entirely.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Kwame says that when he's in Ghana next, he's gonna check your shop out. So,
Yeah, and African
okay.
Rain said she just loved the cakes that she saw from
Yes.
the picture.
I
Yes.
can't wait to see Kwame.
Yes. So I think they will check you out.
Please
Cause
do. When you're in Ghana,
they
check us.
Oh yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean you're in for a treat. And don't worry about it. Just tell them that it's calorie free. But but no, I'm not gonna get you to to lie.
That's gonna
I'm
get
gonna
me in
get you
trouble.
right. No, 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 because it's not, because it's very it tastes too good to be calorie free. But tell me this. So how long have you been in business, and is this your first venture?
I've been in full-time business for about 6 years now,
Mm,
Ah,
and yes, for
congratulations.
about 6 years now. So
Yeah.
I started off right from the bat having a shop. Then I
Okay.
think after the first 2 years, I realized that because it was just customer focused, I wanted to get a chance to have a better understanding of what the customer needs are. So I
mm,
Ah,
closed the shop and was operating from home just to learn the lessons. And so I
mm,
did that for 3 years. And then
smart.
it was just a sick year where I just decided it's time for me to be out there again. So I got
Right.
the shop that you came in. But we've been doing good for the past 6 years. It's been growing steadily. I'm
mm.
very, very, very thankful for my customers I mean, without customers, you're not in business, right? So I
That is
think the
true.
That's
customers
true.
do keep me in business. So I'm very, very, very fortunate and thankful for
That
that.
oh, that's That's
Mm,
excellent. I just know something that you said about knowing the customers.
mm,
Now, because the product that you have, the bakery, now correct me if I'm wrong, that's mainly, that's not really Ghanaian.
mm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Educate me about it. Because to me, I think that's more. So that's why I say you're in the international zone. But I think that it's something that Ghanaians would like. Now, tell me, am I off base a little bit about my thought?
Not entire. I mean, you are off in the sense that, of course, I mean, when it comes to treats and sweets, it doesn't originate from Ghana, so there's nothing
Right,
that is Ghanaian in that sense. But I
right.
do make some sort of Ghanaian focused products or things that have a Ghanaian feel to it. For
Uh,
instance, you find out that Ghanaians like a lot of ginger, so we do
oh
have a
yeah,
lot of products where ginger is very prominent in there.
yes.
So but the idea of sweets and the idea
Uh-huh.
of desserts is not
Mhm.
something that the average Ghanaian thinks about. I mean, to be fair,
Right.
Ghanaians do not have a very sweet tooth, so
Exactly.
it's not
Mhm.
something that you also. It's a learning.
Yeah.
However, we like celebrations and we like having a good time. So we
Exact.
do
Oh yeah.
so
That's
we do
true.
find that at
Yes.
every birthday, at every party, at every event, there needs to be some dessert. So that's why it's
Yes.
created a market for some of us because
I love it.
every day there's a party or something happening in Ghana,
That's
and
right.
so as people would like donuts, they would like a meat pie here, they would like
Oh
a
yeah.
cake to celebrate a birthday. Yes.
Hmm. It's very good. Don't I love it, and I know that it works. But what I wanted to say is how bold you were to come up with this business, and I really, really encourage everyone watching that when you're in Ghana, you go to Pink Panda and you check it out. You are going to love it. It's just beautiful. I showed the clip of it. So any advice you can give to diasporans who are probably thinking about coming to Ghana to create business? Any words of wisdom before we close? And did you have any more
I
before?
might. I'll wait.
Okay, so go ahead, Afua.
I would say, I mean, I'm Ghanaian, right? I've lived in Ghana for most of my life, so I know my people. I know the
That's
ins
right.
and outs. I know the culture very well. So
That's right.
it's a bit easy for me to deal with my people who I know. So if
That's,
you are outside and you're thinking of a business, it's one thing to have a brilliant business idea, but it's
mhm,
another thing to actually also execute it. So I'd say
mhm.
that maybe before you actually throw in so much money, just come to Ghana, spend a bit of time, try and find out similar businesses or if any that
Mhm.
is similar to yours or what you intend to do. And one thing you quickly find out is that Ghanaians are willing to share information.
Yeah.
It doesn't, the person will give you all their trade secrets if you do just ask. So people are ready to just give you, once you just ask,
True.
they are ready to just spill all out. So just ask and get that information. And
Yes.
also just try and make wise decisions. Do not just go out on a splurge and get, if you need to just start selling from the boot of your car, start doing so. You do not
Okay.
need to
That's good.
invest in getting a fancy place from the very beginning.
Right.
Sometimes you need to take baby steps, see the business
Mhm.
go, know your way around before you invest in brick and mortar. So just take your time because it's very,
Yeah.
very frustrating. And I've met a few people who have put in their life savings and they feel
Oh,
it didn't work for them. But it's
oh,
also because maybe you started too big.
too
Sometimes you
big.
need to start small for
Small,
you to learn
small.
small, learn lessons along the way.
Mhm.
And you might
Small,
find
small.
out there are certain things that you really didn't need to. So that where you need to go big, you go big. So and
Mhm.
then just be patient and see your work, your labor sort of just take time to build. It takes time in Ghana. It's some
Oh,
businesses are fortunate, depending on what type of business. Within a couple of months, they see huge returns, and there are some
right,
businesses that take a bit of time. No two
right.
businesses are the same.
Mhm.
Very
Mhm.
good.
This is
Keep in mind, everyone, that you want to share this with people who are interested in coming to West Africa
yes,
and opening a business. And make sure you like,
yes,
make sure you share. And then if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to the
yes.
channel. And you see scrolling at the bottom is some of the shops that we have that we
Right, some of our
sell
businesses.
that we sell authentic items made in many countries in Africa,
Yeah.
mostly in West Africa.
Yes.
Check out those shops.
Yes.
Now, I had a quick question, Afua. Do you? I know you're busy, but are you available if someone say wanted to secure your services for a fee for consultation?
I'm always available. I mean, like I said, I'm still in full-time HR business, so it's something I
Okay.
Okay.
do. So
Okay.
it's I give consultancy advices that if someone needs, just let me know ahead of time, and
Yes.
then I'll just make the time for you and just walk you through my experiences. I like sharing my experiences because if I can let somebody avoid 2 years of stress, I will.
Oh
I wish,
yes.
yes, and it's not
Thank you.
everyone who would listen. Sometimes you need to learn
True.
the bitter lessons yourself. But anybody who's willing, if I do have the answers, why not? I'll share it.
Okay, very good. Do
Absolutely.
we have her contact
You know
information?
what? Text me when we're finished. Text me the information that you wish for people.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
send
and then
it
I
to
will
you.
put it. I'll put it in the description link, and also include the address for Pink Panda, so that they'll be able to visit. Okay, and go and have a sweet treat. Did you have anything?
No, I just want to say to the listeners what you because
Yes.
just listening to Afua
Yes.
and being in
Beautiful.
business ourselves, and we're a micro business, small business ourselves.
Yes.
She has a lot of good information. The first thing
Yes.
she said, which everyone should listen to, is a key, and that is getting your systems
Mm-hmm.
together. Because she's like she said, she doesn't want to be in her business 18 hours a day when you can
Right.
get someone else to be there 18
Right.
hours a day and you
Right.
oversee it.
Right.
And that's how you grow and develop and
Yes.
scale. By being there 18 hours a day, she's never going to scale. When
No.
she's like 82 years old, she'll still be there 18 hours a day. So, but that was very good information. And that just
Thank
that
you.
alone let me know that she knows what she's
Oh
talking
yeah.
about. She knows what she's doing, and she's
Yes.
someone to talk to and seek
Definitely.
out if you know someone or if you're interested in any kind of business in Ghana. I think she's a very, very important person to
Yes.
seek out.
I think that's your next business name, consultant, which you already are, consultant. Yes,
You
because it's
know, some money can be made.
of
Right.
course it can. It always
That is true.
use all of your talents, right? That's what I was telling you when beginning of the week. I said, "Oh well, I teach also, and then we have our business, and so
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, just use all of your talents." Okay. I hope that everybody enjoyed Afua today. Afua, I thank you for coming on. I know you are a busy lady, okay? But I thank you. I so appreciate you coming on, taking your time to share your knowledge. And I can tell everyone is like, yes, saying they're going to head by your shop. So, yes, you guys head by and have some sweet treats when you're in Ghana. Did you have
Yeah.
anything else?
Now, actually, I have a whole bunch more questions, but I'm not going to do it
No,
to you.
no, because we're not going to hold
I'm
up
going.
for
We're gonna
the
let
whole
you go.
time.
Maybe when we come back, maybe we'll do
A live
a
at your
quick,
shop.
yeah, a live from your shop,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
people will view this after it's over, and
Yeah.
that's why we need the information for
Yes.
how to reach your shop,
Thank
how to
you.
reach you, and if
Yes.
people need some sort of help with
Thank you,
their
Africa
business
Rain.
idea.
Thank you. See,
Um,
they enjoyed it,
yeah,
Afua. It was excellent information. I
Thank
think
you.
that
Thank
Kwame
you.
also said yes. Thank you, Kwame. We
Thank you.
appreciate the support. That's what we do. We try to connect and just tell you all the good stuff that's on the continent, right? Because that's kind of our mission. That
exactly.
people, they don't know, so we're the trumpet that's kind of
Right.
saying, "Hey, Africa is rising. Is good. This is some good
That
stuff."
is true. And
Mm-hmm.
Ghana is rising
Ghana's
tremendously.
Ghana has gone through the
Yeah.
roof.
Right.
It's
A lot
beautiful.
of the multinational companies and the huge tech companies,
Hmm.
they're seeking out Ghana as their number one or number two place to start their headquarters. That's
I'm feeling
that's
it.
incredible,
That's
and
right.
that's where I see a lot of the growth coming from that as
Uh-huh.
well. but we're dabbling in and working on our own business ideas, and then we already
Right.
have a full on our team as a consultant.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Whether she know it or not, she's already
Right.
on the
We're
team.
going to adopt. Yes.
Okay.
We should
Anyway,
Yes,
have
we
you on
do.
our team because it's, hey, that's how you do it. Okay. Collaboration is king. Right, you collaborate and you share information, you get information. Thank you, Africa Rain. We love you. We love everyone. So that is going to do it. I hope and pray that you have a beautiful week. May God bless you, bless you, bless you. May you reach all of your goals and dreams. Afua, I pray that we, God willing, we make it back in December and connect, because I'm definitely coming back for those Nutella brownies. So maybe I'll need to go on a strong fast
save
and then I
save some space for it.
save some space for them because they're yummy. Okay, and have some cake too. So until next time, we will see you guys. God bless you.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so, so grateful.
Yes. You are
So much.
welcome. Madase. Madase. Yeah.
Asedeniho.
Yes. Okay. So yes, you are
Okay.
welcome. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to talk to you
Okay.
afterwards. You didn't have any
Okay.
music, huh? This time
oh,
we
the
was just
music.
usually we do
Let
a
me
little
see.
bit of music
Well, I
to
was
go out.
making up stuff earlier. Let me
Yeah, we
see.
were enjoying it. You say, well, you can make it up now, going out. That sounds perfect for the Pink Panda shop.
Oh, Pink Panther. Ah, what's that song?
Da-dum, 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 da-dum,
Ah, I should have had that
da-dum.
ready. Oh man, I feel bad now. Let me see. Okay, next time.
So now you know it's
Sorry.
real. Now you know he's really playing everybody. Okay, until next time, be blessed. Thank you for support. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time,